measure twice, cut once, bend once. All right, let's get some work done. Oh wait, I can't get any work done. You guys want to see what I got here. Well, the 15-inch end cabinet, but it is not attached to a normal cabinet. Today, we're going to be adding casters to make this a mobile cabinet. And I'm going to show you how we did it. So the machine we're going to use to cut this project is my Boss Laser AccuCut. It is a 1 kilowatt fiber laser, and we're going to cut it with compressed air 14 gauge steel for this project. Now I just got to get it turned on this morning. All right, let's talk about lasers. So we used a 1 kilowatt laser to cut this panel. And I used compressed air because a 1 kilowatt under 1/8 inch will cut with compressed air pretty decently. The thinner material you go, the cleaner the cuts are. So I've had this machine for about 4.5 years. And in the back room, I have a 300 PSI specially designed air compressor for lasers. And what that lets me do is cut this with almost no dross. There's a little bit for this project. I don't even think I'm gonna clean it up. We're just going to bend it and powder coat it. I'm gonna put the dross to the inside because it's just going under a cabinet. Nobody's ever going to see it. But if you're wanting one of these for a cabinet, let me know, because there'll be a link down in the description where you can order these from us directly. We manufacture them and you can help support the channel. So now we're over at the press. We want to take the 2 legs on the side and we're going to bend them up 2 1/8 inch. So we got my 4-foot 45-ton press. We're going to tell it to go up. We're going to hit start. It's going to move the back gauge back, and it's also going to adjust the stop. I told the press, oh, caught myself. We're not on 63 thousandths. We are 0.75 thousandths for 14 gauge. And always the first bend, we have to do a correction. Press brakes know pretty close on where they need to bend the material to make 90 degrees, but there's always material deviations on thickness, and also the longer the bend, the more tonnage you need to bend it. So, and I'm also bending the burr to the inside. So, as you can tell, that first bend, she's not square at all. Which my guess is it's out about, grab my angle finder here. Probably out about 10 degrees. It's about average on this press. We are 87 degrees. No, 83 degrees. So we need to make a bend correction of -0.025. And we'll re-hit it. Look at that. This press also, when I tell it the height length I want this bend to be, I told it I wanted it at 2.125. It automatically knows where to put the back gauge. And we are 1/4 degree off. It's a little bit open. Oh, we'll go -0.027. I would rather have this overbent because we're pulling the bolts out. So that way we're not fighting it if the cabinets are not all the same. I might have overbent just a little too much. We moved it 3 thousandths. We're 1/4 degree overbent. Do I have a set of calipers? I have a set of calipers. So we'll bend our other leg. we have it. One bent caster tray. So I messed up somewhere. I'm gonna have to look back at the model, but I am 400,000 short. Not 40, 400. So we go, let me put this in here. I wanted a gap up and down. I did not want a gap side to side. Now, since we got it recut and bent, we are now going to test fit our second try. This is just the joys of laser cutting and trying to come up with a product to sell. You have to do R&D, and you are going to run into things not working. It's just how it is. Nothing is perfect the first time. That's a good sign. It's nice and tight. Maybe a little too tight. It's a little too tight. But for the prototype, it'll work. And I'm gonna guess I don't wanna lose some of the width because it's snug in there. Oops, I gotta flip it 180. My holes don't line up. I did do an orientation on the this hole lines up. This one's just a hair bit short. Nope, I'm having a hard time. Just a hair bit short. So we might have to move that one up. But it's nice and flush with the bottom like we want it. The holes were just to cut down on some weight for shipping. And then we have our casters. Now we're going to add our 3/8 nuts. When I finalize these, the holes are larger to do a weld in nut. So currently these are going to look a little funky because the weld-in nut has a specific hole size to make these work. We're just going to put a bolt and a nut in each one, and I'm going to tack these nuts into place. The best way to line up and make sure your nuts do not, like your threads are off on the holes, is to actually just take a bolt you want to sacrifice to tack. It also keeps spatter from getting in there. I would use shorter bolts, but these are the only bolts I have on hand. Yes, it's done. Here's the one. Let's get this cabinet on the ground. We finally have it all test fit. Look at that. Taking a side cabinet and making it a toolbox. Well, we're done with this project and it's available to you guys. So if you want to make a side cabinet, a rolling toolbox, check out the links down in the description. That's it for today's video. Go ahead and open up Side Cut. Yes.